What's up, guys? Last second, I was trying to put some new videos in my StreamYard little playlist library, and I forgot that I had this. And actually, Lady Prime's the one that said, "Do you need your belt?" And of course, I'm trying to put one more video on the playlist, not necessarily for the intro, but just for future videos. We're trying to get it. I could have tried to show it today, and did not get that in time. And then I remembered at the last second, I got to throw the belt on because if you guys are not following DCW, David Comics and Wrestling, his little 2K Fed, I won the championship last Friday. So, or at least my character. I'll say my character. I didn't do anything. But FBP won the championship. So spectacular. Good morning, David's Comics and Wrestling. Silver Knight Kyle, fabulous. Good to see you. Brian LCS, I saw that you commented on Ollie's most recent video. Hope you guys enjoyed that intro. It took me so long to put that video together because I was trying to get that intro in order. So because of the championship or X11 Bravo in the chat. Good morning. Thanks for being here, man. Awesome. Or were you saying what to the Bigfoot teaser trailer? And so if you haven't seen my most recent video, Ollie got himself a Bigfoot costume for his birthday. What do you mean? No, don't say anything. Ollie's cutting me off. Ollie is cutting me off. Anyways.
Don't say I have a Bigfoot costume.
Don't say you have a Bigfoot costume. But if they saw your most recent video, you guys can hear I've got Lady Prime, I got Ollie James in the background. Yeah, the Bigfoot teaser. So Ollie, we filmed a video and I've got to edit it. I want to kind of go a little bit more all out on it, add some sound effects and whatnot. And so there will be a Bigfoot versus another creature video in the future. So yeah, DCW, man. DCW is the way to go. I was tempted to call it MCW because main event comics and wrestling, but we got it down, DCW. So yeah, fabulous. Let me get these off because for whatever reason this camera does not want to focus. I need to update it. We will get the webcam situation taken care of soon, and of course it still messes up. Hopefully coloring comes out. Hopefully the image is coming out all right. I had trouble 2 or 3 times this week with live streams. Actually, I think it was the last game stream I did. Whole lot of audio issues with that. Then Monday, we went live with our noon stream, whatever you want to call it. Started off with audio issues. The internet completely shut down on me. But we finished that show strong. That was a pretty good Monday live stream. Went far longer than I wanted to. I do think in the future we are going to kind of go more with a wrestling theme for the Monday live stream, and then maybe Saturday more comic based. Silver Knight Kyle, Fanboy Family Funhouse, Saturday morning must see. Oh man, maybe I might have to change that title. That's good. I called it the morning stretch. Because as I was getting ready to go for this live stream, I ran to the restroom and I was like, hey, this is the, you get out of bed and stretch, your morning pee before breakfast. So this is, so this is the stretch before breakfast with Brian. So, but the Fanboy Family Funhouse is pretty good. Of course, I didn't turn off the audio on my phone, so I'm getting alerts. But yeah, sick and have to go to work. But hello, beautiful homies. All right, Durs. Well, I'm sorry that you're sick and that you have to go to work. I did a little bit of that earlier this week. A little bit of stomach issues. I wouldn't say I was sick, but in pain for sure. But have a good day at work and hope to see you. Of course, I'm rubbing the sleep out of my eyes. Hope to see you in some of the live chats throughout the day. I'm sure you're going to be hitting up some just because it's fun to do while you're at work. Everybody telling everybody good morning. Go ahead, make your appearance. So Ollie James, hold on. Are you just trying to put the King Kong? Is that King Kong?
Yeah, but something went wrong with him. If you can tell right here.
Is this like when the Carnage symbiote takes over or something?
It's a crab.
Oh, it's a crab. Is a crab arm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, you've been watching a lot of, what is it, Mech X5?
Like a 4.
Mech X4. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. And so there's a creature called Clawboon, right?
Yeah.
It's like a baboon and a crab or a lobster mixed together.
Yeah.
So you turned your King Kong into
a crawl blue.
Sounds good, Dirt. Sounds good.
He only has one. He only has one coronavirus. Baboon or something.
Head virus or something. Yeah, those things stick. Between that and the fanboy fan base, I guess you do need to hire me on as a writer. Kyle putting in the work as my hype man right there. They're telling you good morning. He has his headphones on.
Good morning.
Hold on, let me take that off. Go.
Good morning.
What do you want everybody to do? You want them to go check out your newest video?
Yep.
What do you show off in your newest video?
Say it.
What do you mean you don't want to say it? You show off your Raw 10 toys.
Okay, I showed off Frenzy's, Cygor, Red Hoof, and a Battlesnake.
Battlesnake, yeah. And then we also did in that video, Kyle, is where we had him receive his birthday present from you. So you do have his reaction to that. So good stuff. Let's see. Durs have a shot of hot sauce. It will clear all that up. Silver Knight Kyle telling Ollie good morning. Brian LCS telling Ollie good morning. So, hey, the smile on his face. Brian LCS says Megalodon Shark was his favorite. So Frenzy Ollie was his favorite. Those toys are amazing. They're low end. Oh, let's see. I'm getting interrupted again.
Hey, Brian LCS, I saw your dogs because my mom went on the phone and I saw them. They're two and they're cute.
so Ollie with love for Brian LCS's dogs, fabulous. So I guess Lady Prime sees that on Instagram, and so she shared the Instagram story with Ollie. But the Megalodon Shark. Okay, so Frenzy. These are McFarlane toys. I don't know if they're Walmart exclusives. I think they are. I only see them there. They are, what do they call it? The lower end toys, cheaper toys. Don't have as much articulation, as course, as his DC Universe figures, but definitely a lot of play value in them. An incredible detail. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll post it in the community tab. I did them on the videos. I tried to get close-ups of the Cygor and the hoofs. Their teeth, they're like incredibly detailed. Like, just awesome toys. Awesome toys for him to have. And then, of course, he's a big kaiju fan. So, you got these giant creatures, and he can put his Godzilla, his King Kongs to fight them. So, amazing toys. Amazing toys. So, we will keep a lookout for, hopefully, there's some future releases. They initially did 4. I think we picked up 3 of the 4, and then about a year ago, they released 2 more. And we only got the Rhino, the hoof. So we'll keep a lookout for any future releases. A Meg, awesome. Yeah, check it out. Okay, now that one, of course, I'm all talking about the teeth on the Red Rhino and on the Cygor. The teeth on the shark are crazy. They're everywhere. Some people might say those teeth look like my teeth. They would probably be Lady Prime saying that. Probably be Lady Prime making fun of my teeth. Hold on. Cole's in the chat. Let me just put this on real quick. Cole's Comics Claims is in the chat. Let me just, put my DCW, and I'm gonna add some tape or something on here. This will be the official DCW championship until we get an actual belt, and then whoever I drop it to, maybe I'll mail this off to them. Well, I can't mail this copy off. This was a Valentine's gift a few years ago, but As Matt Cardona would say, very. Oh man, Matt Cardona, what a guy! You know, to go and make a name for himself after getting released. Love that guy. Love that guy. He's been putting in a whole lot of work. Cole saying he's catching up on reading, but wanted to stop by and say what's up. Appreciate it, Cole. I've been doing some reading myself, and when I say that, it means I've read one issue over the past 2 days. So now I'm up to five comics read for the year of 2023 for my comic a day challenge. So at some point, hopefully I catch up. We'll see. David telling Cole what's up, and then the laughs, I'm sure, because I threw that title. I need a rematch with more chairs. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Fanboy Shark, do. You know, that got real big kind of when Ollie was going through that. And so we would I would sing that to him, but then I would always change the words. I'd be like Ollie Shark, and then I'm sure I put well, I can't even remember what else I would say, but I think I would name the cats, and then, you know, we would just go through all kinds of names for it. Maybe some more kendo sticks or bats. Need to find some toy belts to use. Fantastic. At 156, Cole has read 156 comics for the year. That is fantastic. I'm a little bit behind that. I think I need to take up David's Comics and Wrestling's advice to me, which the toilet, the throne, is a good place to read some books. Oh, well, there will be a rematch, Cole. Oh, come on, man. My famous, Apollo Creed quote, ain't gonna be no rematch, but I look forward to it. David, I do need to catch up. I saw that you posted DCW episode 1. I started it, but I didn't get to full on watch it. I kind of was driving, playing it, listening to it as I was going to coming home from work. I was hoping that you provided your own commentary, but I guess that's going to be a pay-per-view exclusive thing. But yeah, I definitely need to catch up on that. I did see that A Surfer took on Cobra Commander. A loser has to drink mustard as a stipulation. Oh, God. My goal is 1,200 per year every year. Man, alive. That would be impressive. Good luck on your goal. Digital reading is a life changer. I read so much stuff in bed. Yeah, I used to read a whole lot of stuff in the shower because I take extended showers. I let the hot water hit me and I relax. And digital is the way to go if you're going to read in the shower. Cole, reading is not a competition. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And the only reason, man. So I said in a previous video, I think I was talking about Man of Steel #1, and I was talking about how sometimes some comics you can read and it's like a 5-minute read and you're done. But I really like the comics that it takes you about 30 minutes to get through that issue because you find yourself actually in the story and you can hear the sounds of the images that they've drawn. You can hear and you can smell and you can feel that room. You can feel that environment. So that's my issue with reading comics, because sometimes I get too lost in a single issue. Oh man, Cole also hates mustard. So maybe that is the stipulation. Sinbad Comics, everything is a competition. I mean, that might be true. There's a little bit of truth to that, or a whole lot of truth to that. This is the first I've heard about shower reading. Like the shower is like one time, man alive, this camera. Gonna have to update it. It's one of the one times you're like absolutely by yourself. No one's bothering you. Also, as David would say, the throne. So maybe.
That doesn't apply to me.
Except for Lady Pride. Yeah, she gets bothered in the shower. Never mind. Like I like to throw the cold water over the shower curtain. So, oh man. No worries. It was messed up anyways. You were supposed to have a match. The first attempt at going live, I noticed the arena was Raw, not DCW, so I stopped the stream, made the edit, restart. Okay, I got you. Oh, I was supposed to have a match. All right. Good. I was a little worried before I came out with the belt that I lost the belt. And I was like, oh, David's going to be like, you didn't watch. Brian, my competition is only with myself. And that is usually the stiffest competition in life. David's Comics and Wrestlings, and it did not save your match. So instead of 3 matches, it is only 2. Okay, got you. Man, I know about all them live stream issues, so call the 8:55 EST time on Saturday mornings, prime real estate. Might have to do that. Might have to do that. So Cole doesn't like Whataburger. And Whataburger, I think we had it twice this week. Whataburger sounds good about now. I want a double bacon. I want a double bacon cheeseburger, plain and dry. Give me a whole lot of salt on that bad boy. Give me some gravy for my fries. And their regular size drink is huge. Give me a Dr. Pepper, and I'm ready to rock. Hey, Durs, welcome back. David, Whataburger isn't in Michigan. So let's see. Whataburger started off as a Texas thing. I know on the way to Vegas or on the way back from Vegas, I know you can stop at a Whataburger. Is it in Arizona? So yeah. Can't cut the mustard. Oh man. Ugh. Cut the mustard every time. But yes, I cannot cut the mustard. That was pretty awesome, Kyle, in the comment section that you brought up CKY because when we first moved up to San Antonio, my roommates and I, we bought that DVD set and we're sitting there watching it. And when they throw all the ketchup on Rake, just like, yeah, you remember that? So, and I was like, oh, I could totally relate to that moment. And then you putting that in the comments, that cracked me up. Everything tastes like mustard at Whataburger, but it is so good. Yeah, it's here. Can't have it, though, as the wife hates it. That's unfortunate. My co-host on my Mondays streams, or my former co-host, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he can come back. Used to be a manager there at Whataburger. And so definitely hangouts were good because we would use his manager discount all the time. Cole's Comics claims in high school, a friend and I used to make skate tapes like CK. Man, awesome. I didn't do any skating because if I did, I generally fell down. But I used to hang out with some of the skaters, that kind of scene. I was more on the music side when it dealt with that. Played bass in a couple of bands. It's one of two reasons why I'm possibly going deaf. Just a lot of guitar distortion and feedback destroying my ears. That and where I used to work, the headset was incredibly terrible. And so that's another reason why I'm losing my hearing. The skating was so bad, though. So my grandfather bought me, my brother, my cousins a skateboard just years ago. Cut to like 10 years later, I'm in high school, and then, there's some guys skating or whatever. So I bring this like 80s oversized board there, just, hang out with them or whatever. And definitely not I couldn't do no tricks on it, but just fun hanging out with those guys. But like I said, I probably took more than my fair share of tumbles. Miss Prime going to start calling Ollie your mustard seed. When are we getting part 2 of Lady Prime's shirt collection? So Saturday is our day to film videos. As far as with Lady Prime, work schedule, she was working when I'm home and asleep, or when I'm home and doing chores around the house. When she gets home from work, I'm asleep. So Saturday is the way to go. So either we are doing we're filming part 2 of the shirt collection today, or we're going to do a haul, because I know she has a box sitting there. I think I have an idea of what it is. The one from GameStop is Wrestlers, right? Yeah. So we're either going to do a haul video or maybe we'll combine the two, but 30 more shirts. I'm guessing 150 wrestling shirts total, 120. Maybe. So it's probably going to be a 4-part series. So that video kind of took off a whole lot. I did 2 versions of it. You guys let me know what you think. I did one version that was still kind of long, where we kind of just showed the shirts, maybe made a comment on it. And I took out more of the bantering, more of the extended conversations. And then that's why I did the extended cut. And I was like, well, people could choose what they want to watch. So that may be the way I go in the future, because I do tend to ramble on even in my comic haul videos. So maybe I'll do a shortcut where we're just going through the comics. You guys can check that out if you don't want to hear too much talking, and then I'll do an extended cut. I don't know. We'll see. But I probably will do 2 cuts of the t-shirts. He was a skater boy. See you later, boy. Man, that song plays way too much at work. I realized how much I really hate that song.
You hate it? I'm gonna play it
So Lady Prime's gonna play that song every day. Brian LCS, all right, I need to get into the hair and makeup for breakfast with Brian. All right, Brian, have a good one. I'm going to do the same thing I did last week. This stream will end 5 minutes before your stream. That way everybody will have the opportunity to, they got to go to the restroom. If they got to do certain things just before they hit your stream, give everybody the opportunity for that. I know that Philtastic Comics said he is not doing his show today, I believe, because they are getting ready for his son's 1-year birthday party. So fantastic. Phil, if you happen to catch this on a replay, tell the little guy happy birthday. Excellent. You've made it this far. I know how big of a milestone that first birthday is. And Brian's probably rubbing his hands together, thinking to himself, I can go longer. And now that I'm thinking about it again, you do kind of look like oh man, I just don't have that hair. I mean, I have my fro. Oh, it's not froed out, man. It's actually looking pretty decent right now. No, no, it's not looking decent. Brian, getting coffee all set up for your show, ready for some breakfast. Yeah, we will definitely do some breakfast after this. Maybe in that 5-minute span, and I'll have it playing on my phone, but I won't be able to hit the chat. A donut run, which if you guys released quite a few videos this week. It was a little busy with the videos this week, just trying to play catch up. So I did Neil collects his 10 comic challenge, the ladies only cover challenge, or the only girls allowed cover challenge. So I did that. I knocked out his 10 random questions. The round 1 was able to do that. We did 2 different video releases for Lady Prime's 30 wrestling shirt or the t-shirt collection video. And then we did Ollie's haul, or not haul, Ollie looking through some of the toys in his collection. And he did that in costume. So definitely, if you guys want to check that out, appreciate it. I messed up on that video because when I initially released it, for some reason, every now and then, I'll put a video on YouTube, and the comments will be disabled. It's happened 2 or 3 times, not consistently. And that video, I saw it as it uploaded. Comments were disabled, so I went in there, made the change. But this was like right before I was going to fall asleep. Fell asleep early last night. I didn't save the change, so it did not get corrected until like 3 o'clock this morning, my time. So if you guys have watched that video and you wanted to leave a comment, I know Bottom Tier Collector messaged me on Instagram, even mentioning that he couldn't leave the comments there, so he left me some comments on Instagram. But if you guys had wanted to leave a comment to Ollie, it is corrected now. Yes, I agree. The first birthday is really just for the parents because it is a celebration that you did not mess up for that first year of life. I would even go so far as to say year 2, because and some of you guys with more than one kid, how do y'all do it? It's amazing. What did the sour yellow seed say to his proctologist? I mustard. Disgusting. Bad dad joke of the day. Man. And what stupid dad joke did I hear recently? It was like, why is it hard to write with a pencil without a point or I don't know. And it says, or a broken pencil because you can't get the point across or something like that. You want to show it off or what? Ollie's doing some artwork. Let me see if I can get it without the glare. This is a killer clown. Ollie is obsessed with killer clowns right now. So we're going to rock and roll with that. Maybe it'll be a killer clown themed birthday party next year. And so, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. They're, Lady Prime and Ollie James are conspiring. Yeah, Ollie Art. So we're definitely hoping that he continues down that path. Lady Prime is far more talented on the art spectrum than myself. I'll see her there while we're at church, and she's doodling some head sketches, or doing that so she can focus on what she's hearing. trying to control her ADD or the HDAD. ADHD. Okay, trying to get that in check, which I can relate to that. You'll even see me just kind of scribble. But yeah, definitely she's far more creative than me. You guys can kind of see some of the things she hangs up, some artistic flair. And Ollie with his pipe cleaner creations and his artwork. So yeah. That's not nice, Kyle. Nice future comic book artist. Something. Hey, if it's not comic book artist, maybe a children's book artist. Something. If we can get him to be just creative, man, I'm all for it. As I said, I'm more on the musical side. Not that I was talented at it. I'm a lot of power chords and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Not another one named Shorty.
So you added Shorty to the mix. That's the kid-looking clown from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
He punched someone's head off.
He punched someone's head off. This is the stuff Lady Prime and Fanboy Prime allow Ollie to see. So, oh man. Killer Clown that Ollie calls dad. Yeah. And so he even did a Killer Clown themed shirt for his Lady Prime did it. Killer Clown themed shirt for his 100 days of school. I think that was last week. She put together a shirt that says clowning around for 100 days or whatever, or clowning around at school.
100 days of clowning around.
There you go. Why is this pipe cleaner on there?
Why wouldn't there be a pipe cleaner?
So Lady Prime put this together, 100 days of clowning at school.
It's the massive Jumbo.
So Ollie wanted Jumbo the clown, and so
it comes with the hammer.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it as scary as I wanted to because it had to be school appropriate.
That's true. Good. Oh, sorry, I already highlighted that one. Yeah. So that's pretty much what goes on here. We're going to go make some stuff and we're going to ignore chores until the work week. And then I'm always exhausted because I'm doing chores, trying to get sleep for work and doing live streams. I didn't do any game streaming this week. Like I said, I don't know what's up with this camera. It's taking me off. Maybe I need to stay back here the whole time. I didn't do any game streaming this week. And I'm a little disappointed in that. I'm behind. I'm trying to finish God of War Ragnarok because I want to actually complete a game that I start. And so I'm thinking that I'll do that. I still want to do the game streaming. I'll game stream Breath of the Wild just because I do want to play that. But I want to go back to Elden Ring and we'll see if I can do that. Chop, good morning. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. And I hope you don't have to work this weekend. Everybody telling everybody good morning. Awesome. Fantastic. Hold on, guys. Sorry. The weather's been kind of crazy here. I'm not sure how you guys are faring. We went to AC weather most of the week and to needing the heaters on last night and today. Something blew in, and of course I'm going to be dealing with scratchy throat. Super Russ 9000 in the chat. I had the opportunity to jump into his live stream last Saturday. He was showing off some Adventures of Superman comics. So always a pleasure to hang out with Super Russ, one of my favorites in the YouTube community, and the one that kind of inspired me to get my start. No work this weekend, so it is party time all weekend. Chop, fabulous. Everybody telling everybody hello. Ollie could be your tag team partner as Doink and Dink. Yes, that would be a fabulous, fabulous Halloween costume idea. And then we could have Lady Prime dress up as Luna Vachon, and there's the feud,
Did I remember I told you I wanted to be Jimmy Hart?
What?
I found that jacket.
Oh, so Lady Prime wants to dress up like Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, with this fantastic jacket. So we'll see what happens. She's already done 2 wrestling themed costumes. This past year, she was Macho Man Randy Savage, and I think it was 2015. Ollie wasn't even 1 yet. She was Gold Dust. So she put together her own costume.
And I was a skunk.
And Ollie was a skunk. So we'll have to see if we can find that Gold Dust costume. Put a picture of it. Don't forget Pink and Wink. Man, you guys are bringing out some early 90s wrestling, the WWE New Generation stuff right there. Yeah. Okay, so I was going back. Let me go back to the Monday stream. So Monday stream, I was thinking we're going to kind of focus, or we're going to kind of make it more of a wrestling stream, just because the chat seemed to be popping with that last week. Really, really entertaining. And I know David's Comics and Wrestling, you're kind of at work. I mean, you're at work, but you're kind of in and out when you can be. But if you're there, I think the back and forth definitely wrestling wise would be cool. If that is the way to go, and I'm thinking about it, I'll probably put in the community tab today. There is an episode of Raw from 1996 that I was thinking about covering, and I did not get the date for it. Let me see if I can look it up. It is the Raw when the Smoking Guns take on Shawn Michaels and
that's the one you were watching the other.
Yes, they take on Shawn Michaels and Ahmed Johnson. And I don't know, I was just watching it and I was like, oh, you know what? We could cover this on the Monday stream if I can just figure out what Raw that was. I'm trying to look that up right now. It may be the July 15th, 1996 episode of Raw. So, yeah, just pay attention to the community tab. I will post it, and that'll be a little bit of homework. If anybody wants to join that stream, watch that episode, and we'll kind of just discuss it. As Jimmy, she could team up with Comic Journey doing his Andy Kaufman spiel. It would be spectacular. Lady Prime is Goldust, Fanboy Prime is Marlena, and Holly is Mankind epicness. What, I gotta be Marlena?
I'm gonna repost that Valentine's picture I made.
Oh, that's right. You sent it to me, and I meant to put it. I wanted to put it to where I could show it off in the chat. So there is 1 year for Valentine's. I dressed up. I dressed up for church as Brother Love. I had my white suit on with my red shirt, white tie. So I just didn't do the red face blush, but yeah, I was doing some Brother Love. What up, party people? Roscoe in the chat. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. Everybody's having a good morning stretch before we hit up the Breakfast with Brian and before we hit up all those live streams that will be happening today. As I said last week, I will pop in and out of live stream chat, so I will see you guys there. David, Comics and Wrestling, Bart versus Ahmed and Billy versus Michaels. Good episode. No. It's actually, I think it takes place after that, or those take place after. It was legit tag team title match, the Smoking Guns against HBK and Ahmed. So a little good run of Raws there where those were the matches. So yeah, definitely. Ollie James has got some more. Let me hide this real quick.
Now, if you can't really see right there, that's Claw Boom.
Oh, you're showing your clip from Mech X4? Okay.
Yeah. You can see what his capabilities are.
Well, hold on. We got the window open, so you're hitting that thing. But I'll put a picture in the community tab so we can show that off. Okay. Let's see. Oh, everybody telling everybody good morning? Yeah, awesome. I am Dude Love on the hunt. I think that fits me well. So about Dude Love, I was actually at the Raw where Dude Love made his the Lady Prime's getting upset. I was actually at the Raw where Dude Love made his debut. It was a July Raw getting ready for SummerSlam 97. And so Stone Cold's out there wrestling Owen Hart and the Bulldog. Owen Hart and the Bulldog won a tournament to have the right to face off Stone Cold and his partner for the tag team titles. And we couldn't figure out. We were trying to figure out who was going to be his tag team partner. Me, my cousins, my brother. I think even my friend went to that Raw. And then, they do the cutaway to some guy's boots, and we're looking at each other like couldn't figure it out. And out pops Dude Love. So what a fabulous persona for that guy. Silver Knight Kyle, Fanboy Prime as the fabulous Moolah. Everybody telling everybody good morning. Love it. What is he trying to show now? Okay, so on Mech X4, there is a creature that is like, it's a snake or a worm monster where it has two heads. And so one of Ollie's Creations, the multi-headed snake creature.
It's right here.
Yeah, Ollie, okay, it's hard for them to see through the glare. There you go. So there you go. Let's get this video struck down by the Mech X4 people. Oh, that's Disney.
Bam.
I'm going head to head with Disney. Uh-oh. So
And after the snake thing, it's claw boom.
So yeah, Ollie James and his yeah, it's basically like a Hydra. Yeah, a double-headed Hydra, pretty much. So yeah. I don't know if I told you, David, Comics Wrestling, David, that after Ollie, or in the middle of watching the Disney Royal Rumble you put out, he left so he could go watch Hercules on Disney Plus. So
Yeah, Hercules on the Titans.
Hercules on the Titans. So yeah. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, highlighting that Raw episode. It's not a debut for another wrestler there, but it's one of his early appearances. One of the more ridiculous characters from that era. It just really weird because you have 96. We have Stone Cold win the King of the Ring, and where we know it's going to wind up with the Attitude Era, but some of the characters that Vince was still introducing and pushing forward, just funny. Yeah, hashtag head to head with the mouse. Maybe I'll put that in my shows all the time. That show looks cool. Yeah, so that show probably came out before he was born. And just shopping at Ross, you can always get some discount toys. So we would find any creatures because he became a big fan of.
We found him at Toys R Us.
Oh, we found him at Toys R Us? Oh, found him at Toys R Us before it closed down. One of the last pictures at Toys R Us. It was our second to last trip. Got to take a picture in front of like a picture of Jeffrey, and Ollie's holding up two of his Mech X4 toys. I do remember our last trip to Toys R Us. Ollie was disappointed. He was so depressed the whole time because most of the store was wiped out and everything was sold. That wasn't the last time. That was the trip before he had his procedure. So we had to stay overnight in the city before one of Ollie's procedures, and we kind of took him to Toys R Us so we could buy something because we knew on the way home he was going to be out of it, or kind of, and not feeling 100%. It was a in and out procedure. Nothing he had to stay long term in the hospital for. But that night, he's yelling at the whole store, "More toys!" Because we had taken him the toy side, and then we went to go look at the baby care side just for some stuff, and he was adamant that we should get back to the toy section. So here he is yelling, "More toys, more toys!" So that's definitely one of the stories we share back and forth between Lady Prime and I. But yes, definitely RIP to Toys R Us. I'm gonna do something real quick because I don't know who's in the chat right now. All the names, I'm kind of winging it as I go. I want to show you guys Ollie's teaser trailer for the Bigfoot thing he wants to make, because I'm not sure everybody who saw it. And if you haven't seen my latest video, this is at the end of it. But let me go ahead and just play this real. So he's definitely excited about that. He wanted to put together a show or a movie where he fights another creature as Bigfoot. So doing some editing. I've got most of it laid out, but I want to add more sound effects because it was a windy day. And so I'm going to take out the sound, the audio, and we'll put in some sound effects. I want it to be as close to, that era of kaiju movies back then, 60s, whatever, 70s, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't around then, so I can't give you an exact timeline, but as close to it as we can, just to put a big old smile on his face. Just that's the dad in me doing that. So yeah. Instead of My Breakfast with Blassie, you could call your Saturday morning show My Breakfast with Ollie. Sounds good. Make sure you all do a Stone Cold Stunner on that like button. Man, Roscoe with the yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not one to ever do that. I don't do that. Although today's outro, we got something special for the outro today. So It's not long. It's just a little clip, but you already know. Oh, never mind. Ollie James over there. I thought he knew what I was talking about. So yeah, but that's what the plan for the week is. I meant and I messed up because I was trying to add not this one. Not this one. Oh man, and it's so like it's so robotic. The voices they use, like they don't even try to, I don't know, look, Godzilla, but and it always cracked me up because I didn't notice it when I was, all these ages later on. I'd be like, their mouths are moving and they're talking differently. Then it all clicked. Like, hey, you're watching these movies and there's a lot of Japanese people, and like I didn't figure it out. Like it totally went over my mind. But it's goes back to that idea of like kids, they don't notice things like that, and but that would be fabulous. No, it's just going to be creature based, and so this is just how it plays out in my head. I was going to do it kind of like a comic book. The sound effects of Ollie walking around in costume, whatever he does, add those sound effects, but me kind of narrating over what's taking place like it would be like the boxes that you're reading in a comic, like, the whatever he hunts and whatever does the night and whatever. So I don't know yet. We're still trying to figure it out where we want to go with that, but and it's not going to be long. It'll probably only be, in my head, it's going to be 3 minutes long. I probably will edit it and it'll be 2 minutes, but I just want to do something like, that I can show you guys him doing his thing and also put a smile on his face. If he wants to be if he wants to be a real Bigfoot, maybe I should send him a pair of my old size 15 boots to clomp around in. Oh man. We used to buy him oversized shoes. We've got some oversized house shoes, and if he saw something that was creature, we get him like some dinosaur feet shoes, and he'd put on his Godzilla costume and stuff like that. Actually, he has a more recent Godzilla costume we bought him, and he hadn't worn it.
He wears the old one.
He always wears his old one that's falling apart. So we'll have to get him in costume doing that. So size 15 boots, man alive. Fanboy creature feature, man. Yes, that would be fantastic. Kyle with the brilliant gimmick ideas this morning. I know, I'm telling you, it's my hype man, and he didn't even get paid. I'm gonna have to put him on the payroll. What time is it? Because like I said, I don't want to. 8:38. Man, I got 17 more minutes of content to fill. I meant to grab the comics that I had so I could kind of show what I read this week. Doing another one of those purging of the not purging. So I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm going through the boxes. So if you guys are like me, as you accumulate, as you're buying stuff, it's going in a box to be separated and organized later. So I'm doing the pre-organizing. Okay, I want these to go in the filing cabinet setup. I want these are going to go in my Superman collection, because right now I have the bulk of my pre-New 52 Superman set aside, because I'm trying to, catalog that, get as much as I can. Hold on one second. Let's highlight this since he's out. Got to head out and grab some breakfast. Have a great day, y'all. Russ, have a great day. Appreciate you dropping by. Thank you. One of Ollie's favorite songs. Oh, no. Oh, watch out, Tokyo. Here comes Olliezilla. Thank you, Russ, for popping in. Russ, reigniting my flames for my Superman love. And like I said, I got to appear last Saturday on Russ's live stream. Wasn't originally going to, because we were prepping to film Lady Prime's TV shirt thing, wrestling shirt collection. And Russ was looking to fill out time, and I asked Lady Prime, can I jump on real quick? And so I did. Am I getting the new Superman #1 on Wednesday? I think it's this Wednesday. I'm going to get the title, but I'm going to have to just order it behind the fact. There is this beautiful blue foil with the Superman symbol that pricey book. I would love to have that. But I'll probably just get a regular cover. I'm going to have to buy it after the fact. Probably order it off of eBay, or if I can visit a store soon, I'll try to go in there and pick it up. But yeah, I do want to get back on that. I want to kind of jump back into some more modern books. It's just hard because I'm not available to go to an LCS, so I'm going to be ordering. I've got to order enough that can justify or can that can kind of divide that huge shipping that I'm going to have to pay. So that's where I'm at right now. Everybody Everybody wishing Russ. Man, try to say that 10 times fast. A good day. So yeah. There's a beautiful cover with Soups in space looking down at the earth. Oh, nice. I gotta find that. I gotta look that up then. That sounds fantastic. Superman, Power Girl, and Superboy, the Prime Family 80 pager. Whoa. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. I did see that there was an Action Comics recently released with some multiple Power Girl covers. Of course, man, I can't even think of. There was that one in particular. Of course, that's the one I wanted, but it's already like, depending on which one you get, $100 book, $80 to $100 range. Man, I'm not in a position where I can be dropping money like that right now because I'm dropping money like that on other stuff. So I'll have to kind of wait on that. But yeah, I do want to kind of get back on the back into Superman. It seems like there's more of a focused effort, just DC on all fronts. Pigs in space, we are Muppets. And David, I am with you with your Instagram post and your community tab. The Flash was not a movie I was excited about at all. The Flash was not a movie I wanted to support because I really, really wish, or I don't understand why they could not have gotten rid of Ezra Miller. Maybe they just felt they were so far along and they're trying to keep costs down. Maybe that's why. But it's not something I wanted to support. Then I watched the trailer and Michael Keaton's the greatest Batman. Oh man, I like Batfleck, dude. Ben Affleck is, but yeah. Now I'm only there's a little hesitation because it is not the first DC trailer that I've gotten really, really, really excited about. But I'm definitely like really on board with this Flash movie. I hope it delivers in the way I think it can. Wish was a different guy, in the Flash costume. We'll see. That trailer though, I hope it's not all hype. I hope there's some substance behind that trailer. I was even talking to a few guys I work with. The same thing. We were really excited for that Flash movie. So it does seem that DC is beginning to put a concentrated effort on kind of let's right the wrongs, not only in the movie aspect, but in the comics. We'll see. I don't know. I hope so because I am a DC fanboy for life. I have so much to say on this topic. It might have to be a video. Yeah, I know. I noticed you said something about Amber Heard as well, tying in the two thoughts. I'll let you make that video. But yeah, there's just man. And so I don't know where the plan is going. Is there finally superhero fatigue in the movies? Some would say that the Marvel movies are kind of showing that. I tend to think it's more that the Marvel movies are not sticking with the core characters that everybody loves, which for their part, they have a huge library of IPs. Why wouldn't you explore them? Is there some superhero fatigue? Possibly. So we'll see. Did DC miss their prime opportunity? I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking forward to though the potential, the possibilities of what could be there. Justice for Mara. That's all I'm saying. Mara's one of my favorite characters. So I hope they do Mara right. Either whether it is that the plan is to eventually put somebody new in that role or whatnot, or if they're going to go with Dolphin. I posted that in my ladies or Neil's girls only allowed or allowed only. I can't think what girls only allowed. Only Girls Allowed. Man, I keep getting it. In his cover challenge, I posted that dolphin cover. And with you, I thought they were headed during that Rebirth storyline era to a possible romance between the two. And I didn't want that because I was pro Mara, but Dolphin's a great character. So DC defect for life. Is there an emoji for the bed also? But yeah, so definitely excited for, once again, what the possibility of DC could go. Oh, let me see. Here we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with most of the DCU Snyderverse movies, there has been excitement for the trailer. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I've been really excited for a lot of the trailers, and then complete negativity after the movie comes out. That's how it seems anyways. Right. I think some of that negativity was unwarranted. I think sometimes I didn't think Batman versus Superman, Superman versus Batman, whatever it is. I didn't think that movie was as terrible as it made out to be. It's one of the movies that I felt like I was watching what a comic book would be, because it was like, show this, cut to this, cut to this, cut to this. And that's how like comic book storytelling is. You read this little bit, cuts over here, cuts over here, cuts over here. That's how I felt watching Batman versus Superman. I get why people made fun of the Martha thing. I didn't think that movie was as terrible as it's made out to be. I do think there is some shill media behind it supporting Disney. I won't get into that because that could start all kinds of debates and arguments. But it does seem that DC has very good trailers, and then the hype, it just doesn't deliver on that. Dolphin would be great, but Dolphin would be great, but you can't get Baby Andy without Mara. True. Plus, Mara's like one of the few redheads actually represented in comics, on the movie screen. So, and I really enjoyed the Aquaman movie. Ollie really likes the Aquaman movie, especially the big underwater battle scene, because he has, he's every creature's a Kraken to him. So, he really.
There's another thing which looks like the Kraken, but his name is Cthulhu.
Oh, look at this kid talking about Cthulhu. Look at this. This is the child Lady Prime and I raised. So
he's a man mixed with a squid and a dragon.
There you go. Fans are chasing the pop. If they don't get a big reveal or that big pop moment in every movie, they automatically say it sucks. Pretty much. But I will say, DC has failed to deliver in some aspects. There's always the argument that Warner is too. Save it for your video. You don't want to waste all your content on my stuff. But there's always the debate: is Warner getting too involved in that? I mean, it's Warner's property. I don't know. Supposedly, DC is going to have its own movie studio. We'll see. And I don't know. One thing I don't like, and Disney did this with Star Wars, I don't like that the movies directly tie in with the comics. I like the idea of keeping comics their own story and movies their own story. I don't like the idea of this full multiverse where the TV shows are part of it and we can pull from them and we can pull let's just do this. Let's get one fluid story here. In the comics, let's get one fluid story here. But, that's just me. Everybody has their own argument for it. Nobody's right. Everybody has their own opinion. Opinions are like armpits. There's more than one. And, a lot of times they stink. So Trev in the chat. Trev, thank you for the sticker you sent me earlier this week. And thank you for that awesome note you sent. Appreciate it. I posted that in the on my Instagram. So thank you. Always appreciate the support, Trev. Everybody telling everybody good morning. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're hitting that 55-minute mark. So I need to begin wrapping up. Yes, you agree about the armpits and opinions that most of them stink, or the idea that nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Now, Trev, this I agree with. Big fan of source material. Like, why would you even make a movie called this if you don't want to touch the source material? So yes, Trev, I'm a huge fan of using the source material. I understand that some liberties will be taken, but I don't think as many or as much of the liberties taken in the past need to be taken. So, did Neil show up? Oh, I totally missed his. I'm sorry, Neil. I didn't highlight this. Yeah, hashtag let the dishes soak. So, Neil always getting me in trouble. So Neil was sick. I didn't know that. Oh man. If he announced it in a video, I'm sorry, Neil. I've got catching up to do. Roscoe, think DC is making the right turnaround with Gunn. I say this only because I love Guardians of the Galaxy and Peacemaker a lot. Okay, my only issue with Gunn, and this is going to go back to the idea of source material, is Gunn likes to use these characters in name only and make them into what he wants. And I say this with the idea of Drax, Drax the Destroyer, one of the original characters. And I get characters change over time. But here's Drax the Destroyer. He should be supposed to be this awesome character. And in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he is, he has sensitive nipples. And so, and then the idea that he told John Cena not to read Peacemaker comics because that's not the character we're going to do. That's the only hesitation I have with Gunn. I do like, though, the enthusiasm behind what Gunn brings. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to say it's already garbage. It's trash. Flush it down the toilet yet because I don't want to be that negative person. I try not to be that negative person. Although Lady Prime is looking at me with evil eyes right now. So no, I'm just kidding. But we'll see. We'll see. I haven't watched Peacemaker yet. I did enjoy The Suicide Squad as a movie overall. I did really enjoy it. And that's Gunn's bread and butter, taking some characters, giving them little quirks to it and making it fun. So we'll see. I appreciated the darkness of the DC universe because it was a good contrast to the lighthearted constant joking of the Disney universe, of the Marvel universe. We'll see where it goes. Everybody telling Trev, good morning. Awesome. One thing Star Wars needs to do, bring back Mara Jade. Like, I understand what Disney did, like, hey, let's start fresh. Let's make our own movies. Getting rid of all of those, the books and novels and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of the New Jedi Order. It still exists to me, just separate timeline, separate universe, whatever you want to call it. Keep it separate from the movies. But I can understand why you would want Mara Jade back. Neil doing better. That's fantastic. Good to hear. Even though I didn't know about it, anytime anyone's got health and return to health is awesome. So, yeah. Everybody telling everybody hi. Brian back in the chat because he wants to make sure I get off in time, that I don't overstay my welcome. But once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Philtastic not going live after Brian's show today, preparing for that 1-year birthday. So just want to, once again, give a happy birthday to Phil's little one going through this. Another fun morning. Love the Prime Bunch. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Appreciate hanging out with you guys. I know we're hitting that hour mark, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a break before we head into Breakfast with Brian. Agreed, Roscoe. Guardians is one of my favorite parts of the MCU. Yes, I will agree. Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely one of my favorite parts of the MCU. And then when you finally get Star-Lord interacting with Thor, like top-notch stuff, the best part of it. So yeah, Gunn brings definitely a new perspective to it. So, and I think that's definitely what DC needs. Brian, did you find the figures on clearance? So Walmart figures, the superpowers, I believe it's just Batman, Superman, and Darkseid, which were the initial 3. Those one have gone down to $4 is what I've seen. I'm waiting for the Flash because I do want to buy another Flash to open up. This is the first time DC is in a unified vision, and I have hope. That is the big thing. There was no reason to rush a Justice League movie out. The unified vision is what they need, so I agree with that, Trev. Peacemaker was good. Okay, I've got to go check it out. David Comics and Wrestling. Sensitive nipples is a serious condition affecting some of us who shall not go unnamed. I'm not saying it's not a serious condition. I'm just saying that all your favorite characters might have sensitive nipples now. I do want to read the new Peacemaker comic book. Everybody laughing at David. Haven't hit Walmart yet. Guardians of the Galaxy, the best part of the MCU. Brian LCSP break. All right, guys, we hit that hour mark. Give you guys about a 5-minute break before Breakfast with Brian starts. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning. I appreciate it. Always appreciate everybody showing up. Trev, Brian, David, Kyle, Roscoe, Chop was here earlier this morning. Russ showed up. Cole was here. There's probably a few more names that I forgot. Durs dropped by for a little bit. Let me just go back real quick to the early time. If I missed you, I apologize. It was not intentional. But thank you guys. Thanks everybody for showing up. Lady Prime and Ollie showed up. So Lady Prime said that. I had nothing to do with that. The women's match is coming up in 5 minutes. So the idea of the restroom break, she said that, not me. I'm sure Aquaman has that condition, being in water all day. All right, guys, I am out. And with that, I'm going to leave you with my new channel outro. And everybody have a great day.
Video. Say thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.
Say
Bye. See you next time.